Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party! And in this one, we're gonna be reviewing and checking out the new podium vehicle, the Dinka Sugoi. As always, I'm gonna be taking you on a tour of its exterior, its interior, the way it customizes in Los Santos Customs, and ultimately, the goal of this video is to tell you if it's worth it or not. And with that, let's start with the 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First and foremost, this vehicle was on the podium 2 times before, so this is its 3rd time on the podium. Yeah, I know, Rockstar are getting kinda lazy. In case you think it looks familiar, that's because you like the real-world Honda Civic Type R, I believe the current generation. In-game it's gonna cost you $1.2 million, and it's part of the civilian car class category in GT Online. As for interactivity, this is what you can do with the... Whoops, I was about to say the Honda Civic R, but no, the Dinka Sugoi. As you can see, we have a beautiful Japanese engine over there. And yeah, you can open all 4 doors and the trunk or the tailgate or whatever that one's called. And all in all, I really like the exterior, and for once, I really like the the color Rockstar gave us for this podium vehicle. Now let's jump in and listen to how the car sounds and what the interior looks like. And yeah, it's well, it's very roomy in here, and yeah, it can sit 4 people, so cool. As for the sound, honestly, not my favorite sounding vehicle, but it is what it is. And with that, we're off to Los Santos Customs to see what we can customize on the Dinka Sugoi. And of course, first things first, let's see what type of drivetrain we're dealing with here. And well, no surprises, it's a front-wheel drive vehicle, as you can see, yeah. And with that, let's get to Los Santos Customs. And as always, I'm gonna be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the vehicle. Now, even though I've driven and actually reviewed this one 2 times before, I legitimately remember nothing about it, aside from the fact that it was a front-wheel drive vehicle. So, everything that we covered so far, I kinda knew. Yeah, this is all gonna be new to me from this point onward. And, yeah, for a front-wheel drive vehicle, it behaves exactly how you'd expect. Just horribly, but that's because it's my personal gripe. I don't like front-wheel drive vehicles, but if you do, I'm assuming this one is gonna feel just great for you. In terms of traction, decent. Handling, as I said, it's a front-wheel drive vehicle, so the handling is kind of weird and iffy. It has this understeer feeling all the time, but yeah, the brakes actually surprisingly good. And all in all, it's a fairly robust vehicle. And something that I didn't mention before is that it was released in February of 2020, which makes it almost, hold your hats, almost 4 years old as of the making of this video. God, I feel old. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Then here we are in Los Santos Customs, and actually this vehicle is part of the sports category in GT Online, so it's not a civilian car. You can sell it for big bucks, $9,500, also known as $9,500 if you're one of the cool kids. And let's upgrade all the performance options up front so we don't forget anything at the end. And as you can see, the vehicle is pretty maxed out at this point, even though it's a stock one, aside from the brakes, which honestly surprises me because the brakes are pretty good. Let's see, transmission and turbo. Now let's see, the front bumper option is what we're gonna start with. Oh, and that just looks horrendous. In any case, this is the front splitter option. By the way, this is about the time that Rockstar decided to call the front bumper option. Decided to basically put only splitters because it's just easier for them to, you know, make a splitter aside from as opposed to a new bumper. But yeah, that's Rockstar for you. Are you excited for GTA 6? Nah, let's see. Here are the rear diffusers, and we actually kind of have a bumper action going on over there. But yeah, that's probably this one. The other ones are just a bit too much for me. We can customize the exhaust. Let's see. This is a quad exhaust. It's an interesting choice. Yeah, I think I like this one the best, so let's go with it. The grill, I don't know why, but this feels incredibly lazy to me. Well, let's see, what other options do we have? And yeah, why not? Let's go with this one. And the hood options are these ones over here. I never understood this. Why would you want your car to be your car to be kind of, you know, winking on the one side of the hood? This legitimately never made sense to me in real life. Why would you want the air intake to be only on one side? Just you know, make it on both sides. This just looks stupid and weird. Never understood that. Maybe somebody in the comment section down below can tell me why this is actually a good thing to have your car, you know, different from, well, I forgot my words. Now let's see. Liveries. Here are all the liveries we can... Wow, I didn't even notice we had a livery on. I only noticed the purple. Now let's see, here are all the livery colors. I remember this livery being probably the first one we got on the podium. In any case, moving on. Symmetrical, that's the word that I was looking for. Symmetrical. Why would you want your car not to be symmetrical? Wow, $11,000 to delete that ugly livery. So yeah, wow, that's really not much customization now, is it? License plate, of course we're going with yellow and black. Respraying the vehicle, as always, at the end of our stay at Los Santos Customs. For now, let's just see. Oh, that's so disappointing. So ugly. I'm actually gonna be keeping it stock, because I really don't like any of the other ones. Now let's see, the side skirts are looking kind of... honestly, they're ugly. But let's go with this one. The spoiler, the only component that should have any... impact on the performance, even though the traction is already maxed out. Let's see. Which one do... Oh, I kind of like this one. Let's see, what other ones do we have? Do we have a stupid big wing? I'm assuming so. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're getting stupider. There we go. But no, I think I want to go with something a little bit more discreet. Probably this one. Yeah, let's go with this. Suspension, we can slam the vehicle to the ground, and it actually looks kind of good, so I'm gonna be doing that. Transmission, turbo, we already did. The wheels, I do like those, so we're gonna be keeping them. And light smoke on the window tint, and it's that time of the video again to see what color are we gonna make this week's podium vehicle. And well, I posted a poll a couple of days ago, and you guys voted on the poll, so thank you for that. And potato won again, so we're making it potato. I guess you guys really like your potatoes just like I do, so let's go ahead and do that. And as always, thank you so much to everybody that participated in the poll. And just like always, I'm probably gonna be keeping it bronze, because, well, this is a potato color, and hopefully you'll like the outcome of the potato color. Ooh, this looks interesting. But I will probably... Nah, I don't remember, but I have just a faint memory of making it red. One of the other cars as well, just because this looks kind of familiar to me. And also the potato color, so maybe you can go and watch... it was a year and a half ago, the latest video, so I legitimately don't remember. But yeah, maybe one of you can go watch the video and tell me in the comments, and tell us, actually, everybody in the comments. So let's just do something a little bit different. Ooh, chameleon. I don't believe we had chameleon paint back then. So well, this is kind of red, but yeah, why not? And trim color. This one doesn't really matter, so let's go with whatever. Actually, you know what? Let's go with something stupider. Let's go with yeah, yellow. That's the one that I want to go with, and we are out of here. And here we are on the outside, and I gotta say I am having second thoughts about the well, secondary color. Wow, it looks so... just wow. In any case, sorry about that vehicle, and let's see if it's still a front-wheel drive car, and no surprises, it is. Now, let's see how the performance is gonna be, and I can already tell that the power is much, much greater. Yeah, I really don't like the handling of front-wheel drive vehicles. I know they're great for drifting and all, and Japanese cars and all that stuff, but yeah, it's just not for me. Wow, especially not in games. Like in real world, I understand having a reliable front-wheel drive vehicle, especially if you're in a snowy area. But yeah, in the game, it just doesn't make sense to me. Either have all-wheel drive cars or rear-wheel drive cars. Those are just legitimately fun. This one feels incredibly stiff when you're trying to make a corner. As you can see, this is as far as it'll go. Now, on the other side, it's stable, but yeah, I prefer my vehicles to be a little less stable and a little bit more fun, if you know what I mean. But yeah, in terms of acceleration, good. Traction, good. Everything, honestly, aside from the handling, is good. Even the brakes are good, even though they weren't, they were nearly, not nearly as good as the other components. But as you can see, brakes are really good for the vehicle. Yeah, wow. I am at a... I legitimately don't know if I want to recommend this vehicle or not. On one hand, it's a cool Civic Type R. On the other hand, the customization, honestly, sucked. And, yeah, just the front-wheel drive bothers me. And I know they can't really change that, although I think they could if they make it a house vehicle. Interesting. As it stands right now, do I recommend getting this vehicle if you weren't able to get it from one of the other times it was on the podium? Yeah, I guess so. Go get it just for the... you can have a Honda Civic Type R. It's a cool... honestly, it's one of the coolest cars you can buy right now. And I legitimately don't like, you know, ultra cars or hyper cars or whatever they decided to call them. Like, this is something that I would buy in real life. As I said, if you live in a snowy area, this makes sense, but in game, it's just too stiff, man. And yeah, I think I want to leave it at that. Do I recommend it? Kind of. Half a thumbs up. How about that? And yeah, I guess that's gonna be the end of the video. Go watch my video, win it from the podium, and yeah, enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think of the Civic Type R, and most importantly of the Dinka Sugoi in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, consider becoming a channel member, and I will catch you all in the next one.